Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, issue 1, Bruce Campbell writing with Eduardo Rizzo on the art. So obviously there was a morbid curiosity of like, what does Bruce Campbell write like as a comic book writer? And the weird thing is that it's not like I'm going to recognize any Bruce Campbellness in it because he's writing a comic book. He's not writing himself.
Now, did you read Sergeant Rock as Bruce Campbell though?
No, I didn't. No,
I tried and it just didn't work.
No, I don't think he is. I get the sense that he's probably a fan of this character, and that's why he's here for this. Shout out to the Gary Frank cover, who's not the interior artist, but it was nice to see you all the same.
Yeah, I mean, and Eduardo Rizzo, not a slouch of an artist.
No. It fits this kind of moody time period, which is obviously World War II. Nazis are making zombies. Hitler's upset that they're losing some of their fronts and kills one of his generals.
Well, because it looks like Hitler's already been zombified.
Yeah, he cuts off the head of this guy and makes his doctor go and, like, make sure you go and see this happens, kind of thing.
Yeah. Which if you know that if he's been zombified and you know how Hitler meets his end, it all fits in with history. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And we get introduced to Sergeant Rock. We also get introduced to a couple of privates who end up dying because they see some Nazis coming and they shoot them, but of course they're zombies, so they keep getting back up and they die. And this is how the Allies find out that there's possibly Nazi zombie stuff. So there's a great little character beat here where Sergeant Rock is telling his platoon to stop complaining that they're on traffic duty because they're just helping a convoy, get to, through, war country, basically.
Right.
And their complaint says, no, this is like a victory march. This is like, these supplies are important to winning the war. But as soon as he gets the letter saying that they've got a level 9 like priority assignment they have to go to now, he's like, beats traffic duty. He uses the same term that they used that he was giving them shit for. So it just shows you that, now we've got something more important to do. This is shit. Let's go and do our duty is the main thing. So yeah, this is very much, it's all set up, this issue, because we get basically the debriefing where they go and get shown that zombies exist, and Sergeant Rock thinks it's weird. They're confused. They're like, oh shit, this could be a big deal if this happens. So they're planning and saying, okay, this is what we have to do. We think this is where they're making the zombies based on like the trucks that are going there, based on like the traffic. This is where we think their zombie making base is. We have to stop this. So they get a bunch of like new tech, which is obviously all old school to us, but they're impressed with walkie-talkies, which they call it. What do they call it again? Handy talkies, they call them.
Handy talkies, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're given night vision goggles and thermal vision scopes, and they're like, "Whoa, we can see them through the wall because of the heat." So it's just kind of like a fish out of water style kind of bit of humor for a few pages, but it's entertaining and stuff. But the Nazi zombie they've got held in a cage actually breaks out, and they have to like fight it. There's a big kerfuffle. The art here's quite fun. The zombie face is very sort of cartoony zombie. Makes you think of just the Return of the Living Dead or just some of the better zombie designs in movies. And fighting all the soldiers, eventually like they just mow it down with lots and lots of bullets, and eventually pop the head, which they don't seem to have figured out that the headshot's what they need yet. But
no, but they'll get there because Campbell and Rizzo are really leaning in on that, right? But it's going to be a discovery that these military guys have to make on their own. Yeah, it's not something they'll just know.
And then the end of the issue is that the Nazis wake up a new super zombie that can talk. Because the zombie gets up and says, Ich liebe wieder, whatever that means.
Let me pull that up. That's because that is I am. Maybe it's I am alive.
No, isn't Liebe love?
I'm not sure.
Because Ich heiße is my name is. So maybe it is I have or I am.
Yeah, it's I live again. So I am alive. Yeah.
All right, I live again. Okay.
So yeah, whoever this dude is, I'm always a fan of in comics and pulp stuff in movies, the Nazis playing with the occult.
Sure. Yeah.
So them doing zombies. Little disappointed it wasn't like it's actual like science zombies, and the way that they describe it is they're using this chemical and this electrical current and it's bringing them. I was kind of hoping for some more magic-y kind of stuff. But
Oh
it's
no,
still
I
a
think
cult
I think I
nonetheless.
was always expecting some mad science. As far as the writing goes from Campbell, I mean, it reads quite well. It doesn't feel overly wordy or.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's nothing. Yeah. I read through it real quick.
Yeah.
Like I had this for last. I let Pete know I had a couple things to do.
I wouldn't.
And I was,
I wouldn't have ever thought this was like a first timer's attempt at writing a comic. It's, it was written perfectly well.
Has he written TV shows or movies?
I don't know. I don't know if he's got any writing credits. He's probably got a few, maybe. But obviously he's an actor. That's what you think of him first.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been around. Like he's friends with people in Hollywood, so I'm sure, through osmosis.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's learned from the Raimis. Who else has he worked with a lot?
a lot. I don't know if he's worked with anyone else a lot, but he's
done a lot of TV stuff. Yeah, no writing. He's acting, occasionally directing. He writes. It's mostly like essays and stuff, but still.
Okay.
It's not bad. Like I was expecting, not cringe or anything, but I was expecting it to be more like rough around the edges, and it was a solid, World War II zombie book.
Yeah. If you like the Overlord movie, for example, you might be into what this is doing, I would say. All right, so what are you giving Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead?
I'll give this a solid 7.5. Like it's not like it's readable. I'm gonna check in for the second issue, but it didn't like knock my socks off.
I thought it was very easy to read. I'd probably give it a nice happy 7. And Rizzo's art fits the time period, fits the horror it's going for. It just has a bit of pulp to it, which is nice.